Testing out the FailureMobile. FailureMobile. Hello and welcome. The FailureMobile will accurately assess whether a piece of art is good quality or not using the 7 steps of the failure method, which is fail-proof, foolproof. And here is an artwork that we're going to use as an example. And with our handy FailureMobile, we will test whether this is in fact a good quality artwork or not. Step 1F, does it float? Let's find out. To test this, we put the artwork in our shelf here, and in a matter of moments we will discover whether this artwork does indeed float. Not bad at all. I'd say the artwork pretty much floats. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The A, of course, measures aesthetics. To find out just how aesthetic this work of art is, we need to see whether it looks a bit similar to any of the 10 aesthetic examples provided on the FailureMobile. I think it looks a little like this. I'm going to give it 1 point. No. Oh, yes, a little. I'm going to give it a 2.5 as an aesthetic score based on similarity to these pictures. Onto the eye. How informative is this artwork? I've got a moment to write down anything that I learned when I look at this artwork. I learned 3 things from this artwork. It gets a score of 3. For the L, we simply need to measure the length of the artwork. It's 59.5 centimeters long. On to you, uplifting. How do I feel on a scale of 1 to 10 when I look at this artwork? I feel 4. I think I feel a little bit like this. Now it's time for R. Just how replaceable is this object? I'm going to put some other things on this platform and see if I prefer them to the artwork or not. A texter. No, I preferred the artwork. It's 1 point to the artwork. I prefer this plant to the artwork. I prefer this yoga mat to the artwork. I prefer this letter H to the artwork. I'm afraid the artwork only got 1 point for replaceable. Finally, of course, we need to see how ephemeral the artwork is. That's what this hammer has conveniently been provided for. After a mild attack, the artwork has only been slightly damaged, so I would say it's not very ephemeral. It only gets a score of 2 for ephemerality. Now let's calculate the scores. Okay, and there we have it. After some calculations, we have discovered that the score for F times U times E is 8 times 4 times 2, that's 64, but that gets divided by the length, 59.5, which gives us a score of 1.07 for the fuel section of the equation. And then we've got A times I 2.5 times 3 is 7.5, divided by 1, which was the score for its replaceability, gives us a score of 7.5. Added together, we've got 8.57. That is the quality, the exact quality of this artwork. Thanks, FailureMobile.